In today's video, I'm going to make the Italian Margarita. Well, actually 3 different Italian Margaritas. Now, I'll be honest, I hadn't actually heard of the Italian Margarita until I started researching tequila cocktails. I wanted to do something a little bit different than a Paloma or a Margarita. So scouring the internet, the Italian Margarita just popped out of nowhere. And I thought, you know what, that's going to be really good because that's going to appeal to the Amaretto Sour fans as well. Now, without looking at the recipe, in my head, I thought the Amaretto was just going to be a simple swap for your triple sec or your Cointreau or whatever orange liqueur you use. But no, because when I was looking at the recipes, I actually found a second version of the Italian Margarita, which did slightly confuse me. And then I thought to myself, well, hang on, if that's an Italian Margarita, and the Amaretto's an Italian Margarita, there's obviously a third Italian Margarita that we've not seen a recipe for that perhaps should be an Italian Margarita. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all 3 versions of this, and then I'm going to leave it for you to decide in the comments which one you think should be the proper, authentic Italian Margarita. So to keep this nice and simple, I'm going to make all 3 at the same time. I'm going to use the same 3 ingredients for little base ingredients for this. So we're going for 45 ml of a Reposado tequila, 15 ml, half an ounce of your orange liqueur of choice. And this time I'm using Fortunella. And then it's 30 ml of lime juice. Now, as we have to do is make them Italian. So in the first instance is where my head went straight away, was the Amaretto. So, you know, no right or wrong here, just use your favourite Amaretto of choice. I'm going 20 ml across the board here of my Italian liqueurs. Now that brings us on to the one that confused me, which was Aperol. Aperol was very much in there, like loads of recipes I saw online for an Italian Margarita with Aperol. So we're going to do 20 ml of that in our second one, which then brings me on to the third Italian liqueur. And you could probably do a 4th, 5th and 6th here, but let's be honest, if you are going Amaretto or you're going Aperol, then us bartenders, we're automatically going to go to an Amaro, and in this case, Amaro Montenegro. Classic Italian liqueur. You could go vermouths in that. There's lots of Italian things to happen here, but we can't not do Amaretto. We can't do Amaretto in Aperol and not do an Amaro Montenegro. So 20 ml of that in our third one. Now all that's left to do is with a Margarita, control our sweetness, our balance. Now I do typically like a little bit of sweetness in my Margarita. I would typically go for about 10 ml of agave. Now the thing to note here is that with your Amaro and your Amaretto, you have got sweetness already going into the cocktail. Not kind of sweet as your agave nectar or as a sugar syrup or anything like that, but it's still going to add a touch of sweetness. But the Aperol has got 0 sweetness in it at all. So I'm going to do what I'm actually going to do, just to sort of, we can always add more, we can never take away. I'm going for 5 ml of agave in both my Amaro and my Di Serono, in my Amaretto. And I'm actually going to go 10 ml in my Aperol. Now all that's left to do is to shake them up and serve. Now before we dive in and taste, a couple of things to talk about here. Firstly, the glass choice. I do prefer my margaritas Tommy style over ice, but it's completely up to you. If you want to go in a Coupe Nicanor Margarita glass, you do that. And then for the salt rim, again, I'm not a huge salt rim person. If I was running a bar and it was all about aesthetics, then yes, probably had a party at home. Yes, probably I'll do the salt rim. But if I actually want that balance of salt, I would just add like 5 drops of my saline solution to there, 20% saline solution. So you don't have to do the salt rim. It's a bit of fun. Does it really alter the taste? Not if you're not going to drink through the salt in the cocktail anyway. I'm curious, do get involved in the comments. When I say Italian Margarita, where did your head go? Did it go straight to the Amaretto? Did it go to the Aperol? Did it go to the Amaro? Was there another Italian liqueur that I've not even used in this video? Let me know. Right, let's dive in. I really like that. Sweetness is bang on. It's not overly sweet. The 5 ml of agave, I think, was needed because that is absolutely bang on. At 20 ml of Amaretto with the 45 ml of the tequila is a beautiful balance. That's actually really tasty. It's not Amaretto in your face. It's a subtle note. I really like that. Oh, now that's quite interesting. Again, I don't think it needs to be any sweeter. I've added 10 ml of agave to that to counteract because the Aperole's got 0 sweetness. It has got that bitterness. Now, the cocktail I automatically go to is the Jungle Bird. The Jungle Bird has got Campari in it. It's like rum, pineapple juice, citrus, but it has got Campari. But I really like that bitter fruitiness. And that's what you kind of get from the Aperol. Mass market head on, I think more people are going to go for the Amaretto purely because it's got that bitter, sweet taste to it. And I do prefer the Amaretto, but I've got high hopes for the Amaro. This is the one I'm looking forward to. Actually, I think the 20 ml of Amaro is too much in there. That's way Amaro heavy. Would 15 ml have been better instead of 20 ml? Perhaps. But I just think the flavour of the Amaro just carries through a bit too much. And I don't think 10 ml would have done it justice. So actually for me, it is that Amaretto. That is fantastic. For me, that's easily the best one out of the three. But let me know below, which one do you think should be the Italian Margarita? Or have I made that completely wrong? Or is there a fourth, fifth and sixth contender? Let me know.